Hello, everyone, and welcome to Metro TV. I'm your host, Andy Hoig, CEO, publisher of Metro Magazine. We have a great show for you today. We'll be talking to the folks from First Responders Foundation, Dreamweaver Foundation, and American Midwest Ballet. So don't go away. We will be right back. Welcome back. I'm here with Sherry Masney. She is the Executive Director, Dreamweaver Foundation.
Yes.
Sherry, thank you so much for joining me again today. We were here like a year ago.
We were. Thank you so much for having me.
Talking about the foundation, also your upcoming event. But let's just talk about the foundation now, the Dreamweaver Foundation.
Yes.
And what is that? Tell me the mission and everything about it.
Absolutely. So Dreamweaver is dedicated to fulfilling dreams for seniors with chronic and terminal illnesses. And so we really work with the dreamer, their family, their loved ones, their caretakers, to create an incredible experience that they will never forget. So we are growing every single day. So I think when I was sitting here last year, I was super excited because I thought we were going to be able to fulfill, between 50 and 75 dreams last year, and we're on target to do over 150 dreams.
Are you
in the
kidding
area
me?
this year? So we are just
Oh my gosh.
booming. We're growing, and I love it.
Wow.
I love it. Yes.
That is so amazing. What's the history? Who started this?
Yeah.
Why is this organization here?
Absolutely. So we are a dream of Ron and Jeannie Carson.
Okay.
So Ron and Jeannie obviously are, in Omaha, and they wanted to do something to give back to the community after it's been so gracious to them. And they were kind of looking, they're incredibly philanthropic. They know there are a lot of organizations, great organizations in our community that support kids, right? But there's nothing really out there that just specifically supports our elderly, our seniors within the market. And so at the same time, Jeannie's father was going through a terminal diagnosis himself.
Okay.
And so she was kind of on a mission to do something for him that, to kind of send him out with a bang, as she would say. And when his dream was to go to Alaska, and she said when we stepped off the plane and he was looking at glaciers and the mountains, the smile on his face, it was like
cry.
It does. Jeannie's like, it was a light bulb. I came home and said, Ron, this is what we have to do. We have to grant dreams for seniors. And so we were founded in 2012. Okay. And since then, we've fulfilled just over 300 dreams in the greater Omaha area. So, this year I look at the fact that we were on target to do over 150.
That's amazing.
And when you put a dollar amount with that, it's about $750,000 that's being invested back into the community of Omaha, back into the seniors that live here. So,
oh my gosh, I'm so grateful for the contribution for this, because as we talked about too, both my parents passed away this year. Yes. And they were in their 80s and had wonderful lives, but knowing, when you're that age and you're in that space of your life, sometimes you just really want to have done something. Mm-hmm. And I just love that this organization helps people that are able and capable to fulfill dreams.
And I was actually talking to a donor today, and he mentioned that. He says, it's something, a lot of our dreams are really actually pretty simple asks. And so whether it's a family dinner or family pictures, and sometimes, sometimes it's just going to Universal Studios. And he looked at me and he said, it's something to me that's so simple that I take for granted. I take for granted that I can take my family to Universal Studios and we can spend that time together. And he said, to be able to give that back to someone who wouldn't otherwise be able to do that he goes, it's such a big deal. So I'm grateful for
and people that have lived such long and fruitful lives that actually probably for sure had lots of challenges and whatever their story is. We all have a story.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I'm just so grateful for this organization.
Thank you.
So you have an event coming up.
We do.
Is this the second year?
This is the second year.
I'm super excited about it.
Yes. So Boots and Buckets is coming up September 19th. It's really the only fundraiser at least big fundraiser that we do as an organization. So last year was the first time we did it. We have no idea, kind of what you're getting into. You hope it's a success. You plan and hope that it works out okay, right?
Absolutely.
And we were fortunate last year. We had 476 guests show
For your
up
first
for
year?
our first event.
Oh my gosh.
And we raised over $380,000 for
That's
Dreams.
incredible.
So this year we kind of are actually capping our space at 500 guests. So we only have a few more tables left for sale. But it's coming up September 19th. For information about it, the best place to go is to our website, www.dreamweaver.org. But it's a casual event. It's on a Thursday evening.
Yeah.
So it's from 5:30. We do a quick cocktail hour. You'll be done and out the door by 9 o'clock. We have some incredible auction items this year, especially on our live auction, including we have a private plane on our live auction this year.
Love that.
We have a Napa Valley wine trip with Ashton and Kutcher and Mila Kunis.
Really?
Yes.
Okay.
So we
Oh my
have
gosh.
we have a climbing experience, a kind of a bucket list climbing experience in Whistler Park in Vancouver,
Okay,
British
nice.
Columbia. So we've got some really great live auction items, and silent and super silent and all that. So something for everyone. So it's a fun event, and we would love to have you out there.
Yeah. All right. And so where's it at?
So we hosted at a View on State Street.
Okay. All right.
So in
Great
Omaha.
great venue. Yeah.
We know, in our case, it's not fighting the Omaha traffic. And the other advantage that we heard last year that people loved is that it's casual. We want you to wear jeans.
Yeah.
Put on your favorite boots. And so you wear your favorite boots and come raise the spirits of seniors by filling their bucket list wishes. Boots and buckets.
Yeah.
So.
I love this so much. So, Sherry, anything else you want to add in the last 30 seconds?
No,
that we have?
right?
Okay.
No, other than, go to our website for more information.
Okay.
Our dreams are listed there too. So if you're ever thinking like I think I might have someone to nominate, but I don't know if this kind of a dream is something that they would do. The best thing you can do is, number one, either reach out to us or go to our website. Every dream we've ever done is listed on the website. Their story, the information, the dream that we did. Nothing is too big, nothing is too small. So if you have a nomination out there, if you can support us in that way. But if you have a loved one that has a dream that wants to be fulfilled, let us know, because we'd love to be a part of their journey.
Yeah. All right. Again, so grateful
You too. Thank you for having us.
to you and Jeannie and Ron for creating this. So
Thank you
all
so
right.
much.
We will be right back. Well, welcome back. I'm here with Al Bachelet. He is the president and CEO, First Responders Foundation. Al, thank you so much for joining me.
Oh, my pleasure. Thanks for having us.
Yeah, you're welcome. What an important mission that your organization plays in the Omaha community. Let's just talk about what your mission is and what you do.
Yeah, the short of it is we support first responders and their families, and we like to make sure that they are as ready as they can be to support us. So on your worst day, when you call 911, that the folks that show up are ready to do their best to help you and get a positive outcome of a bad situation.
Yeah, and how do you support them? Let's talk about a little, because this truly is, this organization raises funds to helping those first responders.
Yep, you bet. So, if you think about a first responder a little bit like a service member or a veteran, maybe they're not deployed in an overseas, environment, but they're here doing dangerous work on our behalf. They go into harm's way on our behalf.
Absolutely.
And they have many of the same issues that you find amongst service members and their families. There's stress in the home. The children in a first responder home is a very unique environment compared to the rest of us. They put themselves in harm's way where they're exposed to a lot of trauma, things that the most of us won't see on a day-to-day basis. They're exposed to those kind of traumatic events. And so we have programs that help prepare them to be in those sorts of situations and to deal with the consequences when they are exposed to horrific scenes of accidents and shootings and that sort of thing.
Yeah, and it's really important because for them to have the support that a lot of times when families, individuals are going through their own trauma regarding, crime or whatever it may be,
Sure.
fires, regardless, they've got their support. But you've got these people over here really on the front lines for us,
Yeah.
and need their support as well. And we were talking a little bit earlier, kind of how the shift of focus or what you're doing, maybe compared to what you had been in the past.
Yeah.
I really want to talk about that.
Yeah, the First Responders Foundation, this year is our 10th year
Really?
of service to the
Okay.
community. Yeah, we're very excited about that. So we're building on that sort of rock solid reputation of support to the community and shifting our priorities a little bit to provide more services in the mental and emotional well-being, physical fitness. We're partners in a gym where it's open to first responders, where we try and make sure that they're physically fit and
Yeah.
prepared. We do counseling services or workshops for spouses and family members on what it's like to be in the home of a first responder and how do you deal with the stresses that come along with that. So those are some of the ways that we've changed our focus.
Well, and you brought up a really important point too, because you've got the first responder, whether it's the man or the woman, the wife or the husband,
Right.
Or the significant other, or whatever. But then you have their families, because that's a whole nother piece that is huge when these people are going out to serve and protect us in whatever way that may be.
Yeah.
They're also, they've got an emotional investment in this too.
Yeah, imagine if you were a second grader going off to school and you watch mom or dad put on a badge or a gun and go out the door, and what's that like to be in an environment where you're proud of your parents,
Yeah.
but there's always this unknown of
Yes.
they kiss you goodbye in the morning, will they be there when I come home from school?
Yeah.
That's a unique family environment that most of
Yeah.
us don't experience.
So we have a luncheon coming up, so I want to talk about that. But I also just want to say, or ask you a question too. So when it comes to helping and donating or supporting your organization, how do people do that?
Yeah, thanks. So there's a lot of ways to do it. We have a wonderful pool of volunteers that help us with the many
Okay.
events that we're involved with. So that's always a great place to start.
Yeah.
It's just your time and your talent.
Yeah.
And of course, we always are interested in donations. It takes, funds to keep the organization moving forward.
For sure.
So we're always happy to have, donations. But really, that's one easy way to get involved is to help us and spread the word. Talk about the foundation and the work that it does. And we're seeking to grow in the greater Omaha area. We're excited. We think we'll be opening a chapter in Council Bluffs here in the next couple
All
of
right.
weeks. Yeah.
Oh my gosh,
So that's
awesome.
a good help too.
Absolutely. All right, so let's talk about your event coming up on
Yeah, 9/11, right?
9/11. So a luncheon. Tell me, what is this all about?
So this year, each year at this time, we have on 9/11 honoring people that have been good supporters of the foundation and first responders. This year it's a luncheon. It's at the Hilton on 9/11. It's open to the public, although we're 3/4 sold.
Really?
And,
Okay.
Yeah, we're really excited
All right.
about that. And it's a way for us to raise funds. And this year, Secretary Hagel has agreed to be our guest speaker. We'll be honoring the mayor, Mike Fahey, Chuck Cedarstrom, and some other leading citizens who have really been big supporters of not only the foundation, but first responders.
Yeah. Well, and I have to, okay, so before I go on to what I'm going to say in a minute, how can people get involved or how can they buy tickets?
Yeah, so the website's the easiest way. You can go online and tickets are available either individually or we're selling tables, although those have going fast.
Okay, yeah.
So, if you're going to do that, now's the
Yeah.
time.
All right, so I have to bring up one of my favorite events that's pretty new, Guns and Hoses.
Yeah, we're excited about Guns and Hoses, and we're also really pleased to have been an award winner.
Yes.
For having one of the best events in nonprofit events in town.
Yeah. So is this the second year or the third year?
Third.
That you, okay, the third, because you won the event, the second annual.
That's right.
Guns and Hoses, which is, you've got the police men, police women, boxing the firemen,
Yeah.
firewomen. And it was so much fun. I was at it this past year in April. It was so much fun to just, first of all, see the energy and everybody coming out to support that event. But really, these first responders in the ring, just having a great time and taking it very seriously.
They take it very seriously.
Taking it very seriously.
They prepare for months for
Yeah.
that. It's, as you know, it's a family-friendly event. This year we
Yes.
had, attendance continues to grow.
Yeah.
The rivalry is important.
It
and
is.
Bragging rights are important. Right?
Absolutely.
And this year the police won.
Okay, the blue one. Did
Yeah.
the red win last year?
They have won in the past. And
Okay.
the police, it was the police. We needed the police to win.
Okay,
We were
was this like
excited about that.
was this their first win?
In recent times, it
Okay,
has been.
all right.
Yeah, yeah.
But that was.
I don't pick sides, by the
Okay.
way.
But it was a fun event to really witness, and also a family-friendly event, which will happen again in.
17th of April, 2020.
Okay,
It's
right.
already booked, Baxter Arena, and
Okay.
we hope to see people come out and join us.
Yeah, I wanted to call that out because it really just a great event, and there's all these other things that you can do within the event to.
Oh, sure.
Get
Yeah.
to
We have a lot of
the-
other activities there
Yeah.
that just, it's not just the boxing that goes on.
Yeah, which is brilliant, which is awesome.
A lot of fun.
Let's just one more time, 9/11 luncheon.
Yeah. FirstRespondersOmaha.org.
Okay.
Go to our website.
Okay.
And all the information's right there.
Yeah.
And you can sign up. And we'd love to have people come out and join us that day.
All right. Thank you so much, Al. Such important work that you're doing, and everybody who's involved in your organization. I really appreciate the contribution.
Well, thank you. We're proud of the men and women we serve, and that's our goal, is to help them help us.
Yeah, it's important, so thank you.
Thank you.
And we will be right back. Well, welcome back. I'm here with Erica Overturf. She is the Director, CEO of American Midwest Ballet. Erica, thank you for joining me again. You've been here the last few times.
Thanks for having me on. Excited
You're welcome.
to be here.
I first want to just talk about, so this is the 10th season.
Yes.
You're celebrating 10 years.
We're so excited. It's a great milestone for our company.
I mean, it is. So just tell me a little bit about the journey, and people that are listening and watching today, the journey when this first started, because I'm just amazed and I admire you so much.
Thank you. Yeah, so I was a professional dancer with a company here in Omaha, and that company closed, and I just hated to see professional dance die in our community and in our region. And so I had the bright idea to start our company, and we've just taken off from there. It's been a lot of hard work, but we're a lot of wonderful community support, and we've just been dancing our way through it all.
Yeah, and I feel like ballet and what you bring to the table and your organization brings to the community is so important. I mean, to not have that a part of what we're doing, I mean, that would just kind of break my heart. So
Yes.
thank you for seeing that importance of it and bringing it to the community.
We have a fantastic arts community. Dance is an important component of that, and so we're happy to play our part in that.
Yeah, and so I've got some talking points. I'm gonna kind of segue off of like the upcoming season and what's going on. I want to talk about the building. I mean, I want to talk
Wonderful.
about kind of where you're going at with where you're gonna kind of land and plant yourself.
Yes, so our new home will be in the Hoff Family Arts and Culture Center. It's located in downtown Council Bluffs, and it's a fantastic facility. It's under construction right now, and it will be completed at the end of the year here. So we're targeted to move in January of 2020. I just got to tour it last week.
Really?
And I've seen it all through the stages,
Yeah.
and it really come together this last time that I saw it, and it kind of took my breath away
Yeah.
when I walked into our studios and just could really visualize. And throughout the whole building, there'll be so much activity going on in the building. It's just going to be stunning. So I can't wait for people to see it.
Because this is kind of the first time that you've actually had a place
Yes,
to
yeah.
be.
A place that we can kind of consolidate all of our operations
Yeah.
for our regular rehearsals and making costumes and administration. Yeah.
And not that I want to go off on who else is in there, but who else is in that building?
Yeah, Chanticleer Theater.
Okay.
And then PACE, which is Potawatomi Arts, Culture,
Okay.
and Entertainment. They operate the building, and they have lots of wonderful arts programs for the community, as well as Kitchen Council, which is a food entrepreneurship organization for people that are starting their food businesses to have access to a commercial kitchen. So there'll be art exhibits, music lessons, much great stuff.
So this is like a significant place where you're landing that's going to actually be a huge thing for Council Bluffs and Omaha as well.
Yeah. It's a brings something new to the community in that way. Just further strengthens our arts community.
Yes.
So yeah.
All right, let's talk about your season coming up. So the first Momentum
Yes.
in October. So let's talk about that.
That's always one of my very favorites. The repertory we do changes every year, but we do several shorter works in the one evening. And this year we're doing a ballet of mine called Party Animals, which is super fun. We're bringing that back. It's kind of a favorite. And then we are doing a work by guest choreographer Frank Chavez, and it's Habaneros, the Music of Cuba. It's a big band, 1950s Cuban music. It's fantastic.
Okay.
It's a signature piece of his. It's a lot of fun. And then Anne Reinking, Broadway superstar, is coming back to work with us again to stage a Fosse piece that she set on us a couple of years ago. So it's a fantastic lineup.
So so you come to this evening and you get to experience all of that.
Yeah, a whole range of stuff.
Wow.
Super entertaining and
you do this every year. I mean, this is kind of is this typically your kickoff or the piece that you do in the fall?
It has been the last few years, and it's worked out well for us in that way. So.
Okay. So let's move on to, then you have the Nutcracker.
Yes.
Which is just, oh my gosh, I went to that when I was a child, and it's just such a beautiful holiday experience.
Yes, it really wouldn't be the holidays without the Nutcracker. It's a favorite of a lot of people's, and it's kind of a heartwarming and beautiful and a real spectacle. So a lot of people enjoyed that one.
And so when is that? That's
in November and December.
Okay.
And then we also have our gala coming up in December too, so related to the Nutcracker. So that'll be a busy time, but wonderful for us.
So let's talk also about, so when you get into the spring season, so what can people expect? Because I really want to talk about the whole season.
Yes. So we're actually closing the season in April with one of my favorite ballets, Swing, Swing, Swing. It was actually the very first production that our company did back in the very first season. Yes.
Oh my goodness.
So we're kind of capping it off, our very first show, and then closing out our 10th season, and it's fantastic. It's just a really fun, energetic, inspiring show. 1940s themed. There's a live big band on stage. And,
I love big band music.
It's just got a wonderful energy and kind of nostalgia to it as well.
So if people want to buy, they can buy a season ticket, right?
Yes.
You can just buy the whole season.
Season tickets are on sale now, and that's a great way to do it because you only have to think about it once.
Yeah.
And then you get all the access to the best seats, and all your tickets are mailed to you in advance.
And the performances are typically, they're at the Orpheum.
Yeah, we perform in several venues. So we perform at the Orpheum, also at Jocelyn Art Museum.
Yes.
Iowa Western Arts Center. And then this year will be our first performances at the new Hoff Family Arts and Culture Center. Yeah. There's the Polina and Bob Schlott Performing Arts Center is a component of the new building. And so there's going to be a beautiful theater there as well. So we'll be doing swing at that theater as well as at the Orpheum.
Okay. And then people can go and buy tickets or buy a season pass.
Yeah.
Where do they go?
Season subscription is on sale now on our website.
Okay.
And then links to the other box offices and all that information will be available on our website as well. So that's amballet.org.
Okay. We may have already answered this question, but I'm going to ask it again. Do we, any other things planned for the big 10th anniversary?
Yeah, we do actually. It's a really exciting step for us. We've established an official school, the American Midwest Ballet School. So that will even increase further the work that we're able to do for young people and young dancers and dance education. So it's always been, education's been an important component of our mission, but this is just going to expand what we can do so much. So classes just began in July, some summer classes, and then registration's open right now for our fall classes that start in September.
I'm so excited. And people can find out that information as well On your website?
On our website, yep, there's lots of information, and starts from very young kids, but all the
Yeah.
way up through, we have quite a few adult classes as well.
Really?
So, yes.
I might
Check
have
it
to look
out.
at that. I used to be a ballet dancer when I was like 8 years old, so
Yeah.
and I loved it. So, Erica, thank you so much.
Thank you.
For joining me.
Thanks for having me.
And I'm so excited for everything that's coming up in the next year and beyond.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. So, and we will be right back. Thank you so much for joining me. And again, don't forget to go nominate your favorite charity event, favorite nonprofit. Go to spiritofomaha.com, nominate, and we will see you back here next week.